In our next Five for Good, his family has built an incredible legacy through the DJ Henry Dream Fund. As Erica Tarantao reported, they've helped thousands of children, they say, by following DJ's example.
These are the smiles of children who get to play, perform, explore, all thanks to the generous heart of a young man, DJ Henry.
DJ was pretty much doing the DJ Henry Dream Fund before we knew about it. He was giving away his cleats, he was giving away his shirts, just so that his teammates had the same opportunities that he had.
DJ's parents, Angela and Dan, say sports meant everything to their son, but they didn't fully realize how much he gave to others until after he was taken from them, killed at the age of 20. They say they're simply following his lead with the Dream Fund created in his honor. Over the past 12 years, granting $1 million in scholarships to over 10,000 children for everything from sports to camp.
We're giving kids the ability to say yes to activities the way DJ gave them the ability to say yes by donating equipment or paying their fees. It's sort of the way that we're paying forward his legacy.
I can't thank the organization enough.
Paul Pulowski reads a message from a single mom whose 3 children can play basketball thanks to the DJ Henry Dream Fund.
And I've never wanted my children to pay the consequences of coming from a family with one parent.
The head of Taunton Youth Basketball, he sees the need.
There's quite a few families that reach out because it's, you know, our league, it's a $300 registration fee, so that's not cheap.
There's a lot of kids who love to play sports and want to do it but are unable to do it.
Joshea Lobo says her son has blossomed thanks to his ability to play because of the Henrys.
Maturity, just teamwork skills. He's developed a lot in the past few years, and it's amazing to watch.
Dan says what started as an effort to grow goodness out of grief has turned into a support families depend on. Sustaining and growing is now the priority.
We have this need we're filling for children across the state. 351 communities, we're probably in 80, 85 of them. We could be in more. And so we want to make sure that we have visibility beyond the year.
Over the next year, by October 29th, 2024, DJ's birthday, the Henrys are on a mission to raise their next $1 million and put a strategic plan in place.
What we do in life echoes in eternity.
Angela sharing that quote from one of DJ's tattoos. She says every child they reach has the capacity to spread positive impact, and knowing that helps.
It'll never soften the blow of losing a child, but there are children that weren't even born in 2010 when we lost DJ who are now learning about him and want to be like him and want to wear his number or had this opportunity to participate because of him. It does make us proud to know that DJ's touching people far beyond he could have even imagined.
And join us now are Angela and Dan Henry. Thanks for being here. Wow, over $1 million raised. That's just phenomenal. Dan, the work of your foundation is ongoing throughout the year. But during the summer, when we think about the cost of camps and programs while school's in session, well, the need must be very high, I would imagine. Dan?
It is. It's incredibly high, and it's consistent. We see that seasonality affect our giving in the fall and in the summer. As kids are going back to fall sports tend to be expensive sports, and the summer, obviously the demand for camps is very high.
Angela, you know, you're helping all types of families, but tell us about some of the unique challenges that you've discovered that grandparents are facing when paying for these programs.
Yes, we've had an influx of applications coming in from grandparents who are now raising their grandchildren, and they are on a fixed income. And so they find it extremely challenging to be able to afford the fee for soccer, basketball, football, summer camp. And so we're there to fill that gap for them. And we found that we can't give them any other assistance or direct them into other places because there's nothing else really available for them. And so that's where we come in and we fill that void for them.
Angela, what do families need to do in order to receive money for their children's programs or grandchildren's programs? And do the requests exceed your capacity?
The requests definitely exceed our capacity. We are already over our budget for this quarter, but the need is back to pre-COVID numbers, if not more. And so it's pretty easy. You visit our website, there's an application there. You fill out all of the questions, and we do our best to review them and get back to them within 1 to 2 weeks. We also have the opportunity for a coach to be able to apply for a family as well if they see that there's a need and they can't help it. And we also ask the program to work with us so that we can make sure the child gets the biggest amount of scholarship possible for them. So if we help and if the camp or program reduces their rate a little bit, then we can do our best to make sure that child has a wonderful experience.
Now, Dan, you've already granted out more than $1 million, and we've heard that you and Angela have a goal of raising an additional $1 million by DJ's birthday in October. Are you close to meeting that goal? And what would it mean for your organization to reach it?
Yeah, not yet. We're about a quarter of the way there. And what it means is that we can keep doing what we're doing. We've said from the beginning, we'll only be able to do this if we can raise the funds to do it. And we do that every year, and every year it's tough. So getting $1 million gives us about 5 years of visibility, and we can guarantee parents that for the next 5 years, we can continue to meet their needs. If we can't raise the money, we won't be able to keep doing it. It doesn't mean Angela and I aren't doing other things, but the foundation is really the center of keeping DJ's legacy alive. And so we need help to get to this number.
Tell us the kinds of things you're doing for fundraising and how our viewers can help.
Direct donations are the best. Direct donations are the best. You can donate at djhenrydreamfund.org. There's a donation site there. We have a board of advisors who are helping us tell the story. Things like this help us immensely to tell the story. In the sea of things that people could be giving to, we're just one of the things that that obviously touch people's hearts. But we really need their help. The parents we serve, the grandparents we serve, the children who benefit, all need their help to continue to say yes. So say yes to us so we can say yes to them.
And as we say, no amount is too small to give, right?
Absolutely not. Anything from $5 on will help a child. And so we're also trying to go after some grants. We're trying to reach out to these phenomenal businesses that are in the Massachusetts, downtown Boston area. So, we're open to speaking to who anyone believes in our mission and can partner with us.
All right. Angela and Dan, thank you so much for being here to give us an update. Be well.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Take